Well, you gotta.
We have started the recording, John.
All right, awesome.
You're up and running.
So a quick recap. Everybody's fighting the creation of Dr. Death. And as it stands, he seems to be a little tougher than any of you expected. Luce was the last. Cora was the last one to attack him. She used her magnetic powers to take the pieces of metal on his body and compress them in on him. He managed to take it somehow. There is one person who didn't do anything and will be going before the round completely starts over. That would be the girl standing next to Cora, the NPC that basically fell into the game with Crisis.
Puddle Boy.
Oh, Puddle Boy is actually.
Wait, where? Go ahead. What's happened to Puddle Boy?
Puddle Boy's still on Jonathan. He's been hanging on to him the whole time.
He hasn't done a damn thing, has he?
No, he has not. Jonathan turned into a kaiju with him on top of him. It's hilarious.
He's just fucking riding Jonathan on top of him.
Yes. Actually, he's holding on to his arm. So he's getting tossed around a little bit every time Jonathan's kaiju starts thrashing. It's great. Now that I think of it, he's got his own water source for his gator. That's pretty cool. So the girl who no one really knows her name yet, she goes next. She takes her turn finally, instead of just sitting there. 1 minute. Everybody roll awareness, by the way.
All right.
Before I forget that. Man, I wish that picture would have come out better.
23.
Jeez. All right, you notice. I'm just gonna wait for everybody else.
Awareness or perception?
Yep, it's a.
You can use perception, whichever is better.
Yeah, my perception is much better.
All right.
I got an 18.
Jeez.
14.
And did we get the Psycho Trooper? I gotta find my freaking cheat book. It's around here somewhere.
Cheat book.
Yeah, I basically skimmed down all the rules and wrote them in a way in a journal so I can actually just go through quickly and get what I need.
Yeah, honestly, you really got to do that with that rule set.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so Jonathan, your psycho, he's got a 16 altogether. So he noticed. Actually, he more notices like a lot of green energy behind them because he's basically still focused primarily on the rebuttal standing in front of him. This massive freaking beast that was created by science. So he doesn't really notice too much. He just notices like a green light starting to appear brighter and brighter in the background. And you can also hear things going on in the background as well. Like you hear it sounds like a girl starting to scream. The rest of you, on the other hand, all of you notice this. That girl teleported right in front of the machine. She grabs the wires that were originally attached to the tank that held the rebuttal in it, and the energy starts pouring into her. It's all this green, I want to say almost necrotic looking energy, but anyway, it's all this green energy just siphoning into her. And as she starts screaming, you see like this golden radiant energy, it's starting to expel from her body, and her eyes are starting to glow blue for some reason. Now we begin with Crisis.
First,
It is
before I make
it is now
my
your turn.
I have a
Mhm.
question for Lizard Man. How?
Go for
Wait, what's the word? What is? Are you impervious to stuff?
He's asking the Gator question if he's impervious.
Yeah, like if you get like if something was to hit you per se, would you get injured badly?
It depends.
Are you a himbo? Yes or no?
Not sure what the fucking himbo is.
She wants to know if you're a tank or not.
This is all in the middle of battle.
At the moment, no.
You're not.
I can take a hit, but not that much of it.
Wait a second. Hold on.
That's a lie. You're a gator.
I mean, he is a gator. He's powerhouse, metamorph, and stamina, and strength, immunity, this war, impervious, toughness. Gasway not, dude. You can fucking tank a hit better than most people.
Perfect. I'd like to grab him by the tail and swing him at the
Oh no.
the bad guy.
Oh my goodness, role fighting.
Oh god.
Damn it, there's rules for this. I went over them and I can't remember. Shit, I need my
got
cheat
a
book.
15.
All right.
Jonathan should be able to counter it if he wants to, right?
Goodness, Jonathan, what is your toughness? Not toughness. We need Oh boy, what's your dodge? Dodge or parry, whichever you decide to use.
He's gonna be useless. This is for the team.
Well, I mean, if he allows you to use him like a giant flail, that is perfectly fine. That is
I'm
up to
thinking
him.
more of a baseball bat.
A baseball bat would be a stagnant object. This is closer to a flail because you're swinging him around by the tail.
Yes, this is too good. I'm sorry, Jonathan. Before anything, are you gonna let her grab you and swing you around?
No.
Okay then. So now
Mostly because he barely knows the character.
Okay.
So much for teamwork.
He has no idea that you're part of the team. As far as he's concerned, he knows the German and he knows the American. He does not know what the hell that is.
And he knows the puddle of water that's hanging onto him screaming the whole time.
He doesn't know that. No one knows that. No one's paid attention to the puddle.
I hope your character trips on something.
All right. Let's see. Where were we? Skills.
If he rolls low enough, I can still use him as a flail, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, no. He doesn't have to roll. What are you going to use? Parry or dodge? Parry, you're basically going to knock her hand off in a different direction, which could hit.
I never said dodge.
Oh, dodge? What's your dodge?
8.
I'm sorry?
8.
8? That would be an 18. So, no, he basically dodged it. He pulled his tail out of the way.
Lame. You are so not getting a friendship bracelet after this.
Oh my goodness, this is too good. All right. Next up is our Psycho Trooper. So you just noticed that this massive Wendigo tried to grab your tail, and you have the rebuttal in front of you. What do you do?
Okay, before I start doing something, I quickly look at the guy in front of me. What exactly is he doing?
He's currently obsessed with the answer. Like, he's just looking at him with a fierce look in his eyes, like he wants to tear him limb from limb.
Alright.
Almost like he's ignoring you now.
Grab the Wendigo
Oh, jeez.
and
Turn
start
you into a pair of
throwing her to
chicken
that
boots.
one other person that seems to be glowing ominously at the back.
Oh, Yeah.
I would like to dodge or whatever the crap I'm supposed to do.
It's PvP.
yeah, we're
already.
gonna get to that. Roll your fighting.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh, now you're gonna make me get. I gotta get her stats out. Where the hell is it? Mastermind, free train.
I'm gonna turn you into a pair of boots and step in as much mud as possible.
Oh, I can tell you right now, if he pulls this off, the girl he's throwing you at will help you in a heartbeat.
She's probably a villain.
Well, I'm starting to feel a little bit like a villain too.
Yeah. Well, you're starting after eating all those people?
Okay, I got a
Appetizers.
4.
She's got 3 stomachs to feed. Give her a break.
Oh, cannibal.
No, 4, because I have one for dessert.
There you go. All right, so what did you rolled a 4.
Jonathan's
So-
like, "Ugh." Wait, is that really your whole fighting stat, Jonathan? No, you're bullshitting us. There's no, you have fighting, you have close combat you're supposed to add on to there. Could you enough eating and jerking it, and look at your your stats.
Let's see.
You have fighting,
powerhouse,
and you have
Hold
fucking probably close range or something like that helps you with close range combat. Unless you special, you're literally a Power Ranger. This is your whole damn thing.
Well, he took the
So-
powerhouse. Here.
I actually my rule set's somewhere around here.
Enhanced
Let me just
stamina,
remove
enhanced
this.
strength, immunity,
Goofy
pervious
as hell.
toughness. Nope. He does not have
So he's more of a
You
tank.
only
I have
wait, Jonathan. What's your fighting?
See,
What numbers you're fighting? Because it should be at least.
core speed.
I realize we're fighting each other right now, Madeline, but I guarantee fucking to you, when he's gonna save your life later, he's gonna do the same shit. So I need to stop him now before he keeps this up.
Ty,
I just thought if we're meant to be
Okay.
heroes, we're supposed to use teamwork. And clearly, someone is not.
He's doing teamwork. He's doing his own version of teamwork too. You have fighting.
Yeah, this isn't-
Okay, hold on.
Powerhouse, right?
Ty,
Yeah.
Ty, give me a minute.
Okay.
Jonathan, what was your fighting again? You keep cutting out. What was it?
Close combat.
You have close combat?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And how much is your fighting?
All right. Yeah, and I need to know that.
It's like FHT stat, Jonathan.
It's either a CA or a LA.
CA or LA?
C or LA? What the
Why
hell?
the fuck did he write CA or LA? You have 0 intellect.
You might have actually started with a -1 intellect. Well, you have close combat, but CA.
Literally every other, unless he's a goddamn wizard, his fighting's gonna be high. So
He used the powerhouse build because he wanted to be able to turn into a kaiju.
yeah.
So his fighting should have been at least six or more.
Yeah, so Jonathan again is trying to get the whole group killed. Not to say sorry, Madeline, but he's going to do this for
I'll be honest with you. He's probably helping the group right now, but
no,
whatever.
Just for next time then. For next time, we'll just leave it at that right now. But we can't hear you. You need to come close to the mic, the microphone.
6. Okay. So 6. You have close combat.
The other one's like 2. It's close combat, EA or LA, and then a 2.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go 6, 7, 8.
He also.
Right, so you got a 12. 12 for now. We'll go over that later.
Yeah.
So Madeline, what's your? Are you gonna dodge or are you gonna parry? As you see this monster.
Same.
Which one?
They're the same for me.
Oh, okay. So it boils down to: do you want to move out of the way, or you want to smack his hand and out of the way?
I'm gonna smack his grabby hands.
Okay. What is your parry?
4. And then I'm rolling a d20 and I got 11, so 11 plus 4 is 15.
It's usually plus 10, but that works anyway. So we're going to go with 15, and you're going to smack him to the left or right?
Left.
Oh, okay. So you smack him to the left. Captain Germany, are you still floating?
Yes. I'm floating high above.
All right, what's your dodge?
My dodge. Nice. My dodge is.
At least he's not kaiju form, otherwise it'd be like multiple people.
My dodge. My dodge is 10.
Damn. Okay.
My parry is also 10. I'm doing parry. When Jonathan goes up to me and I'm like this in the air, he goes up to me, I just fucking push him against the damn enemy. I shove him into the fucking asshole in front of me.
All right, that's great. So he takes it straight. Let's see.
Is he moved at all?
Hold on. Let me see. Because here's where it gets weird. He bounced off of Crisis, then bounced off of the Captain Germany into this dude, into the Rebuttal. So I'm trying to figure out, do I go with, who should I have roll? Fuck it. You said it was 10, right?
Into a pinball.
Yes.
10, so yeah, it was 20 pretty much to send him away.
All right. Well, I'll take that. What's his it's gonna be tough. That'd be 18, so that hit him. His toughness is 10. Okay. Oh wait, he's got. Okay. So when you bat away the Psycho Trooper, he slams into the Rebuttal, and for a moment the Rebuttal just stops and stares at the Psycho Trooper like he wants to tear him in half. Oh, what a disaster. Okay, next is the girl that you were trying to throw the Wendigo into. So
didn't she have the last turn last time?
Basically she held to the end, grabbed onto the wires at the end of last initiative, and now it's her initiative again.
All right.
And it's automatically going because she's still caught up in an action. Basically what happens is, and all of you notice this, all of you who rolled high before, you notice that as more of that green energy pours into her, the golden energy she had is starting to it looks like it's starting to get pushed farther, like almost like it's dimming out. Roll awareness again, because this might get a little wild.
Got 23.
16.
Wow, you noticed this time, Jonathan. Jeez. Okay. Did you get to roll perception, Felipe?
Yeah, it was 14.
Oh shit! I completely missed it. I'm sorry.
That was a while ago.
Oh no, I was having everyone re-roll. Re-roll.
Oh, re-roll it? Oh,
New one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
new
new roll. I'm sorry. I should have been a little more
18.
specific on that one. Shit, that's good. All right. So everybody except Captain Germany. This Captain Germany. Let's start with you. You're
I
so
got a 16.
angry. Yeah, you're so angry at the monster that almost slammed into you. You didn't you notice that she's screaming, and there's a lot of different colors of energy going on over there, but you're just pissed off at the monster for for almost hitting you.
That is very correct.
I love how the roles just go with the story. Everybody else, you start noticing that as she's screaming, she's also screaming words of hatred towards the answer, like she wants to kill him and all this other stuff. But then you also hear...
Wait. To be more specific, background.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't hear this, right?
No, you're still pissed off at the monster who almost hit you. All right, so I'm just gonna play it out. So this is what you see and hear. So as she's holding onto the wires, drawing in the energy, and those of you who rolled really high can pretty much figure out that she's almost filtering the energy through her own body. So she starts screaming, "Ah, damn you, I'm going to kill you! No, no, no!" As she looks up and she fires energy from her eyes, this big, bright blue energy shoots up directly through the ceiling, crushing the ceiling itself, exposing the night sky. And you even see, as the energy's going up, it starts disappearing in what looks like another anomaly above the castle.
Okay.
And it is the answer.
Okay. They seem to be entertained fighting this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So the answer is going to disengage him, fly over to her,
Okay.
grab her.
So you move. Okay.
Yeah. Fly over to her because he's still in flight. He kind of flew past this guy, missed him, and he's gonna grab her. So I'm gonna roll to grab her. That's okay. So
Yeah. You're not gonna have to roll too high. She's not even moving.
okay. So he's going to use his strength, his super strength, which is lifting strength, which is plus the 14. So I add that to my what? To my
Lifting strength. Add it with your base strength, I guess. Yeah. Let's do that.
17.
As long as it does.
He goes and grabs her by the leg.
Mm-hmm.
And then flies straight up through the hole that she made in the ceiling. Basically dragging her with him. Stops maybe 200 feet above and then turns to her. You let me know if I can do this.
Yeah. Okay. So honestly, she's not going to try to dodge or anything. She's completely unaware that you're even there. So you grab her with ease. You fly straight up with her.
Okay. He's holding her upside down. He looks at her and he looks into her eyes. Does she wake up at all?
Yes, actually. So you notice that golden energy of hers starts to overtake her body again, and she looks at you shocked and almost scared. She's like, "You need to take me back to the machine. It's gonna overload and it's gonna blow."
And he's like, So that's what that was. You drained it.
I was trying to filter the energy through myself because that energy there's something wrong about it. I can't explain it. I could just feel it. It's similar to what I give out, but just perversed.
Can you fly?
And I could tell you, if that thing overloads with as much energy as it has right now, it could turn this whole area into a smoldering crater.
Okay. Can you fly?
I could teleport.
Good. Then teleport to safety. He lets go of her and flies straight down towards the machine. And next turn, I guess I'll do whatever. Machine.
All right. So when you let go of her, she tries to teleport back to the same spot. If you landed there, she basically lands on top of you.
Well, he's not going that fast. I mean, he does go pretty damn fast, but he's I guess. So she lands right on top of him. I guess he'll catch her.
Here's what happens. You let her go and you fly straight down, and when she realizes you let her go, she her first instinct is to try to teleport back. By this point, you landed, then she teleports and smacks right into you. You feel something smack into you, you hear she hits the ground.
He's like, so he turns to her. That's pretty much his only reaction. And he's looking at the machine. He's going to try and lift it off the ground, tear it out of the ground, and fly up with it. Fly with it.
Okay. All right. At this moment, it is the turn of the rebuttal. Who's now focused on the big monster?
John, you should move the turn order so we can see whose turn it is. Because right now we can't.
Okay.
Then move it down to number 8.
Okay. So it's the rebuttal's turn. After the big monster slammed into him, he now got angry and he's gonna slug him right in the head. Before he goes back to his initial job of killing the answer. All right, let's do this. Let's fight this.
I love how he focuses on Jonathan and not me.
Well, you weren't the one who slammed into him.
Yeah, but I pushed Jonathan in there. I'm just like,
I know. All right, he's gonna try to grab Jonathan by the jaw. Let's see if it works. So it's a 17. Jonathan, are you gonna parry or are you gonna dodge? Yeah. What happened?
Okay. Do I roll for the dodge?
You know what? If you want to roll, you can, or you could just add 10. Okay. I think it's normally supposed to be, okay. So he grabs you by the jaw.
Alright.
Hold on. You're shit. Okay. All right. Let me ask you guys this, because the book mainly says it's your stat, whether it's toughness, whether it's dodge or parry, plus 10. Should I just allow rolls?
You should probably
what do you guys think?
Stick with
stick with the book?
The rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the rolls.
So, all right. Well, anybody who wants to roll, I'll let you roll. But what happens is, Jonathan, do you want to stick with your roll?
Yeah. I'll stick with what the book says later, but for now, just a roll thing.
All right. So as you see him reaching out to grab you, you pull back. He still manages to grab your jaws with both his hands, and he goes to swing you. So you got to roll strength.
strength or toughness?
Right now it's strength.
Okay.
Because he grabbed you.
How much does enhanced strength 7?
We can't hear you when you do this.
How much does enhanced strength 7 count?
You add your strength, you add 7, and then you roll a d20. Very good. I'm glad you brought that up.
So, wait, what?
What's your strength?
Plus the regular strength I have?
Yeah, what's your regular strength?
4.
All right, so roll a d20 plus 11.
Alright. 15.
Okay, his grab was 17. He's actually, you know what? Let me make him roll the strength check. I want to make this into an actual strength contest. His strength is, yeah, I would have to do that. What a dick. Advantages. Okay. So 10. Okay. Oh, sweet. All right. So as you're trying to pull away and he grabs you and starts pulling you, you feel he's going to try to swing you. You, with all your force, you pull back out of his hands. He's like, "Oh, I'm not done with you yet, beast." Okay. And that's it for him. Now it is Captain Germany. I'm gonna get used to this thing.
So, Captain Germany, he sees all this and he's just pretty much enjoying the show to a certain extent.
You would.
He pretty much, Captain Germany's kind of just the whole reason why everyone went before him with all this shit happening. He's just kind of just simmering there, kind of absorbing the moment. He sees the answer go up in the air and he's like, and then he goes and he does what he's gonna do. He got a funny idea from his companion. He goes over to his new friend, punches him in the gut, and starts to lift him.
Oh my goodness. So you're gonna punch the rebuttal in the gut and try to lift him at the same time.
Oh yeah, no. My intention is I don't punch any. I punch a very particular location. There's a part right underneath the diaphragm. So I'm hooking onto his rib cage, and I'm bringing him up. I'm using lifting strength as well.
Yep, go for it.
All right. So I don't use my fighting. I use my strength instead, or
use your fighting.
Fighting, and can I use my unarmed?
Yeah, add that in.
All right. So let's see. That's a 9 plus 20, so that's 29.
Damn. So as he's talking, as he's yelling at the creature, you hear, he's like, oh, and now, oh my goodness, roll your strength.
Roll my
with
strength?
your lifting.
All right. Yep, strength. Here we go. So that is going to be a critical failure.
No. What is it in total?
What is it in total? Okay. So that is 11, 12, 13. That's with enhanced lifting strength included.
Okay. Because a critical failure in this game isn't like other games where it's the worst possible scenario. It is bad, but it's a little different.
Wait a second. I just remembered, because I reread the rule set, what hero points do. May I use one?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
I use a hero point to re-roll that shit.
Yeah. All right. I'll let that happen.
So it's going to be 20. It's 21. 23.
23.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. All right. Okay, you said 23?
Yes.
So you hit him. You lift with all your force. You hear him. He's like, no. He kind of like vomits a bit. And then once he kind of like, as you lifted him, he kind of like wiggles off. But he's like, oh, I misjudged you. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's Luce's turn. So basically what happens is you hear Cora yell from the back, the enormous, that actually roll awareness to see if you hear her in the first place. Because this is actually pretty nasty.
19.
Oh, sweet.
19.
Yep.
Let's see. $21.
Sweet. Madeline, what did you get?
I got an 8.
Cool. So you're so focused on trying to eat this guy, you actually don't care what she has to say.
Sounds accurate.
Everybody else, you kind of hear her scream out that the magnetic field above the castle is getting worse. Like it's starting to spread out more. And we're going back to the top of the round. So that is Madeline. No wonder you ignored her.
So as much as I like to rip this guy's dick off, I instead like to invite Teddy to the party and use my create ability to form a giant mouth to eat the machine. Because I'm hungry.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, totally. So, roll your create.
14.
You know what? 14?
Yeah.
All right, so you create this massive. You see coming from the Wendigo like all this. It looks like black.
Tar.
Yeah, black tar, a living shadow, black ooze, whatever you wish. It starts pouring out from her body. She creates this massive mouth and lunges it right at the machine. The machine's not going anywhere, so that's going to hit. Oh, damn. Toughness of metal. Metal actually has toughness. And you said it was what, a 17?
I got a 14.
14. That's still pretty good. Actually, that helps out a lot.
Am I supposed to roll anything else?
No, that's pretty much it for right now. Because what happens is you can feel as Teddy bites into this machine and he's starting to squeeze, all that energy's pouring into him and into you. You kind of get a sense of what she was going through, the girl, when she grabbed the machine originally. And all these weird images are floating through your head of serving Dr. Death and killing the Ansa and wiping out the Third Reich. All that matters is Dr. Death's true power is seen by all. This is what's going through your head.
So my normal Friday night.
Pretty much.
Okay. I also have enhanced strength, though. Will that make it easier to bite down the metal?
Yes, actually. You know what? Roll strength. Roll your enhanced strength and your base strength together with the D20.
Okay. I got a 19 plus 6.
Oof. Okay. So as you're feeling all this, you're like, I don't care. The teeth bite down on the machine even harder, and more energy expels into you. What's your toughness?
2.
Your toughness is 2?
Yeah, but I don't think we ever rolled anything for all 3 of us.
It's gonna go off. Oh, right.
I have impervious protection.
Yes. Impervious protection. What is that?
9.
It's for your 9. Okay. Does Teddy have what are Teddy's powers for the create? Does I know
continuous, impervious, movable, and tethered. Beast form.
What numbers?
Protection impervious is 9. So that was just for Hannibal.
Okay. Impervious 9 for Hannibal. What's the impervious for Teddy?
He doesn't have a number by any of his.
All right, I screwed that up. Okay, but we're going to put it at 10 altogether. So the energy from this radiates into you. It just hits you so hard. Your grip on the machine just completely loses. You lose your grip on the machine. It blasts you off. The mouth goes flying through the air. It goes through the air and kind of drags your body with it. Roll strength again. You could put in your hand strength as well.
Okay. Let's see, and then 9.
9? Okay,
9.
so when it blasts you off, the mouth goes flying across the room, and you try to hold it, but it starts lifting you off the floor. You kind of... Oh, crap. Ty, what was your dodge?
10. So 20.
Okay. So it pulls you past Captain Germany. He flies around you, and you go slam into the ground. Because of your imperviousness, you are hurting, but not as much as you would have been. And you know that for a fact. As you pull Teddy back into you, you're like, ow. I haven't tried to eat something that bad in a while.
Teddy.
Did she really just consume the whole entire explosive?
She tried to consume the machine, but the energy in the machine shot her back. So it didn't work in her favor all that well.
All right.
Is that explosion enough to explode everyone in the room?
In the whole entire castle? Destroy the whole castle?
What, if the machine explodes?
Yeah.
You guys don't know. The answer knows, and the girl who's with the answer. They both know what that's going to happen if it's allowed to go.
Did it just happen?
No, the energy shot shot Crisis backwards. It's kind of like, let's say somebody grabs a metal fork, sticks it in a power generator, and then gets shot back from the electricity.
An outlet.
That's so disappointing.
Outlet isn't strong enough. She took a big ass hit.
You know what also works? If you literally shove your finger in any sort of in the wires of any power box, the bigger they are, they actually will fire your arms off. You'll lose your limbs. You'll die instantly.
She basically tried to bite into a dozen or more Transformers in one go. Let's put it that way.
Ah.
So awesome, by the way. You did take a hit for that, but You're probably just. It's not gonna matter too much. The imperviousness will take most of it. Let's see. Next is we're back to the gator.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Confirm where everything is. He flew out of the castle like she just got zapped by a bug zapper.
She didn't fly out of the
castle with that guy. And currently Answer and this chick are right next to the machine.
Okay, so Jonathan, here's what happened. When she tried to bite into it, all the energy zapped her off.
I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Yep. It zapped her off, but not so. She just went back behind behind Captain Germany, who dodged her as she was flying through the air. Not that far. I do want to say this much, Madeline, you do know that the amount of energy in that machine is enough to crater this castle and everything in the surrounding area.
I'll choose to ignore it.
That is perfectly fine. I just had to tell you that.
Heroism.
Yes. So, you saw Captain Germany just like dodge around her. The Answer took off with the girl who tried to grab the wires, but they both, for whatever reason, went right back to the same spot. You actually did notice her teleport and slam into the Answer, which was kind of funny.
Okay, so Captain Germany did not pick up this guy.
Oh, he gut checked him, and when he hit him in the stomach, he used all his force to push him upward, which caused him to vomit, and he's actually looking pretty hurt.
Okay, so he wasn't lifted up. Okay.
He was lifted up.
No, he was lifted up for a second. So whatever grab he had on you, I'm not sure he still has it. Does he still have a grab on Jonathan?
No, Jonathan broke out of that quick.
Okay.
Because he was going to grab Jonathan and use him to swing into all of you. He was going to basically do what Madeline was going to do originally. But
everyone's got the same idea. We're all animals.
Yeah.
My idea first. You guys are
take it as a compliment. Everybody likes your idea.
Yeah, I thought you were. See, I was thinking you were insane. No, we're all insane here, clearly.
Pretty much.
Why do you think I hang out with you guys? Your character's he broke out of the grab.
Okay, I'm going to put my two ears together. Like this.
Didn't hear anything you said once this happened.
Okay.
I'm
what were you saying?
going to put two of my hands together, trying to hit him.
All right. Roll your fighting.
I'm going to try to make it seem like very intimidated as possible, like he's probably doing
it. All right. Roll your fighting.
$11.
11. Okay. No. 11. So you lift up your hands. You roar like. You bring them down on him. He pushes your hands out of the way and tries to push you towards Captain Germany. And it's 11. I think Captain Germany's got like 10 dodge, so he'll dodge that easy. So he pushes your hands, and when they swing into Captain Germany, you see he kind of like flips over them. and stays flying. Okay. So now it is. All right. So it's the girl again. She went back to the machine. She tries answer after she slammed into you because she was falling when she teleported, and she still had that momentum built up. She kind of like uses you to lift up, and she tells you, like, touching this machine is too dangerous. You need something to hold off the energy. Otherwise, you end up like her. And she points at the Wendigo.
So he asked her, how about you?
She walks over. She's like, if anything, you're going to need somebody who has the same energy or somebody who may have been connected to this at one point. She grabs the wires, again, starts pulling out the energy and starts pouring it out. Basically, she's filtering it again. And you can see like the glow start dimming more as she does this.
So you're saying to take. So I need you to pick up the machine, or I need to lift you and the machine up. Is that what you're saying?
She turns her head and looks at you partially. She's like, me or someone connected to this at one point. They need the same energy. And she just starts firing off energy again.
How's Matt?
I don't think he'll help us with this.
Do I hear this?
Yeah.
Hear this?
I look over. I look over to the answer with a horrible grin. I'm like, I don't know. I might be able to convince him.
You guys, all right. So you guys can roll awareness to see if you hear this. And she has problems talking to you while she's filtering the energy. So she can't really give you too much information. Answer. And it's your go.
My turn?
Yes, sir.
All right, then. I basically fly over to it, bounce back from it, and then two fists in front of me fly right into the rebuttal. I'm gonna punch him with both fists.
You're gonna punch him in what direction?
Well, I think I'm gonna knock some fucking sense into him. Oh, but you just gave me the clue. So okay. So I do a fly over him, fly around him, get behind him, and then punch him towards the machine. Let's see what that does.
Oh wow! Nice. All right, ramming speed.
What did I roll to hit him?
Roll your fighting.
Fighting and close combat, everything that's related to it.
Oh yeah, if you have close combat, throw that in there. You can already tell that he's pretty worn out from fighting you guys. Like the marks are starting to show on his body from all the hits and everything he's been taking from everyone.
I have fighting, and I also have unarmed offense. Is that on top of the fighting, or is that because
you said unarmed?
Yeah.
Add that in. As long as you don't go over 20, you're good.
Dice is being rolled.
Okay. All right. He went freaking ludicrous speed on this guy. You see this bullet of blue, white, and red just slam into the rebuttal. Hits him.
White and blue, sir.
God bless America.
He flies into the machine, and oh shoot. You start seeing everything just. He flies into the machine, and it just he goes crashing right through the main window, energy starts sparking all over the place. The girl gets thrown backwards directly into you guys. And more energy is starting to just get shot out. You did notice something, though. When he flew first, at first he went straight through that blue beam of energy. And it looked like it gave him a jump, like a power boost almost.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. Here's what happens. What the? I don't care about that. Leave me alone. I'm busy. Where is it? Here we go. So when he hits that blue beam, for that split moment, for that instance where he hits it, his body gets bigger. His muscles become more defined. He starts. Let's see if I got the picture. Yep. Okay. So you. Boy.
In terms of the Broly.
Pretty much. That's what you say. As he hits, all that blue energy siphoned into him, he turned into this and then crashed into the machine. All right, let's get this back down to normal levels. There we go. So he's in the machine. You don't see him in there at the moment, but the energy starting to discharge out of there is no longer green. It kind of starts shaping into a blue energy. The girl who was there, she kind of starts freaking out. She's like, she's, all you hear is, what the hell just happened? And she runs over and she starts helping to siphon out more of the energy by grabbing onto the wires again. What are all of you doing at the moment?
So, the guy, could I get a different description of the machine? Because I was imagining a small generator.
I wish. You could tell from the way this whole lab is set up, it was pulling in energy just to feed this one machine, which was powering the tube,
It's like a test tube with the.
Okay. Are there any cables? She's draining like energy, like exposed energy out of some cables, right?
Yeah.
Are there any cables that don't have exposed energy? Like they're not exposed?
Very good question. Unfortunately, those are the only ones because they were the ones originally hooked up to the tank that had the rebuttal.
Is there an off button? Is there an off button?
Most of the equipment in here is badly damaged. You do see the rebuttal float out though, and he's just looking at all of you. Everybody roll perception or awareness.
All right.
He's such an ass. He just left her during that thing on her own.
22.
Let's see.
Oh, snap.
I got a 22.
Nice. He turns into Broly and everybody notices him.
Okay. Is he wait, what am I rolling for? Awareness or what?
Perception?
Awareness, perception, or if you have anything that allows you to tell someone's someone's mental state almost.
I'm Captain Racism now. I don't fucking notice that. I don't give a fuck.
All right. Actually, Madeline, didn't you have something? Damn it!
I got a 12 though, so I might just know.
I have insight.
Roll your insight.
I already rolled for awareness.
What did you roll for awareness?
I got
16?
22.
All right. Well, what's higher, awareness or insight?
Awareness.
Awareness? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll just go with that for now. So basically, all of you know, all of you see his face and he's calm, confused, and looking around like he doesn't know where he's at. He even looks at the answer, kind of confused, and just kind of side eyes him almost like, what the hell?
I have revelation, awareness, and insight. They're added together because awareness is a main stat, insight's a different one.
Yeah. Well, if she wants to, if that's considering that's considering she wants to say, you could, Madeline, you can actually tell everyone that you could tell this guy's completely confused, totally different personality from what he was before.
Captain Germany, salute him in German, in Deutsch.
I guess I'll be nice.
So Captain Germany,
Okay.
So Captain, when he sees him, Captain Germany he's like, "Hello, I am a German captain with special powers. Are you also a German?"
Oh, he doesn't look anything like he used to, but he looks at you. He's like, "Yes, I am."
Are you saying in English or German?
How does he say it? Aggressively or?
By the way, okay. Were you saying in German?
German.
Ty? Okay. He tells you in German. He's like, "Yes, I was a lieutenant in a tank brigade, and my men, they were slaughtered. My family, I can remember my family again." Crisis actually tells the group, "Yeah, this is a totally different guy than what was happening." The Wendigo tells you, by the way. The Wendigo walks up. She's like, "Yeah, he's totally different than he was."
Hey, we do not
Something
have
about him
that
changed.
close of a voice.
What happened?
If anything, it's the Valley Girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking Hannibal, but yes, if you want to do the Valley Girl, please go right ahead.
Hannibal's taking a back seat right now. Oh my word, guys! Like, I don't think this is who we were like fighting before.
So Captain Germany, you know the answer. You notice Captain Germany calms down significantly. His stance is not as tense. He didn't really process what the girl said. He in Germany says, "What is the last thing you remember?"
My entire brigade died. They were killed, slaughtered by beasts.
How big is this guy right now? Is he still a fucking titan? Captain Germany gets closer to him, and he's like, "Look at me."
You can't tell the difference between him or the kaiju in size. He's freaking huge.
He's like, he goes up to the guy and he's like, "Listen to me. There are people here. This is a bad situation, but someone did something to you. Yeah?
Yes.
You can't remember.
I remember the tank. They took my family. My memories of my family.
We will find them."
He kind of like looks back at the machine, then looks at you. The machine must go. We must get rid of the machine.
I agree.
He also tells you. Actually, hold on. Shit. Let me roll awareness for him before I go on with this. Wow, this dude's as aware as a stump. Actually, no. After the beating you guys gave him, well, no, he's got a new body. I'll give him the one. Because technically, he would have been like really like -2 or 3 because you guys were wailing on his freaking skull. He tells you in there they had books, 3 shelves, 3 books. They use those books. They have the information. Give it to those who will stop them. As he turns and he starts walking.
Captain Germany, the second he hears this, he's like, he tells the answer. He's like, he's going to deal with this. He's going to deal with this thing here. It can't exist anymore.
Yeah, he tells you this is the machine. Like, there's some shelvings in over here on a console.
Yeah,
and you can easily tell where the shelf is.
Oh no, Captain Germany. He tells the answer to that, and then he immediately rushes off to those books.
Okay.
So he grabs all the significant books.
Okay, so I'll get to that in a minute. he walks over. He picks up the girl, pushes her aside, grabs the machine. As he starts to lift it, the energy starts pouring into him. And I'll get to that in a minute. Captain Germany, the shelves, when you open it up, it was 3 shelves. You could tell there was possibly 3 books at one time. Now there's only 1 left. And it is the same book that was found by the Psycho Trooper in the chem lab.
Fun. Lots of fun, yeah. So he goes back over to the he has the new book in hand. He goes over to the big guy, and he speaks in German. So, you can deal with this? You know what to do?
You see him picking up the machine. You're not even gonna have to roll it. You can tell he's having trouble because you start seeing like all the wounds that he had been taking from the entire battle, like even the bite marks around his neck from Crisis, they're all starting to show and they're starting to glow. He's pretty screwed up right now. Even though he's got a brand new body, he's like super powered. The machine is starting to bring back all the old wounds. You hear, "I need help. Tell the blue one I need help," as he's lifting it higher and higher.
And higher means, is he flying?
You can see he tries to fly up a little bit, but he's so hurt that he just kind of like crashes down to one knee, and then he just like picks himself up.
Flies over and grabs one of the cables. And when he holds onto it, he's paying attention to see what happens. What happens when he grabs the cable?
As soon as you grab the cable, the discharge of energy blows your hands back.
I have an idea, answer. You'll like it. So, Captain Germany goes underneath one of this guy's arms, like this. He goes underneath and pushes from here.
Oh, go for it. Roll your strength and hand strength.
Come on, answer. Let us finish this business and destroy this place. Captain Germany puts this in his coat.
Okay.
Let's see. And that is all strength. Let's see, strength and enhanced strength. So that is. Let me just take off the bonuses.
Well, the answer goes and does exactly the same thing on the other arm.
Okay.
So Captain Germany, having a sore arm, what he did is he rolled a. Let's see, a 12, 13, 14. He rolled a 14.
And I rolled a 26.
Okay, so you start lifting them up. You could tell that answer. You could tell you're lifting it up at you're lifting them up at a faster rate than Captain Germany. So I don't know if you want to just keep going or adjust.
I'm just gonna adjust and pick him up, man.
Okay.
Pick the guy up.
All right. So you pick him up and you start flying upwards.
Mm-hmm.
There is a massive time-space anomaly where all the energy's been shooting into. You do hear he screams out in English, "Beast, destroy this place!" So.
Okay, so I grab the guy and I start swinging him, basically from his back, and swinging and swinging and swinging, and then I ask him as I'm doing it, "Are you sure you want me to do this?"
This machine will destroy everything. It may even destroy Germany itself. It must go.
Right. The anomaly, I mean, he wants it to go into the anomaly, right?
I mean, that's the only thing above you guys. If you want to take him around the anomaly and straight up, you could do that too.
If I throw it into space, it'll release the Phantom Zone criminals. So no. So I swing him and swing him and swing him, and I say, when I tell you, you let go. And then do I have to roll anything? I'm basically going to throw it.
He just tells
I'm
you,
throwing him,
throw
but I'm
me
not going
with
to throw
it.
him. I'm going to hold on to him. He needs to let go. I'm just creating the momentum.
He tells you, throw him with it. If he lets go, it'll all discharge in one shot. In other words, it'll explode if he's not there to contain it more.
All right, soldier. I'll remember you. And that's exactly what I do. Throw him. Do I have to roll anything?
Okay. Well, it depends. Where are you going to throw him?
Into the anomaly.
Okay. That's a big ass anomaly. So not really. You can roll. I mean, you can roll if you want.
No.
Just you know what? Roll. Let's see how epic this turns out to be.
There you go.
Shit. Okay. So you spin him, you gain momentum, and when you throw him, you see, like, for a brief moment, a smile, and shoots off like a bullet right into the anomaly. You see a release of blue energy come out of the anomaly, and it starts to close. As the anomaly closes, you hear. Well, actually, you're gonna have to roll. But the rest of you in the castle, so you and Captain Germany roll awareness, or does the perception go for your hearing as well, Felipe?
It's perception. That's my superhero.
Or is it just your vision?
No, it's perception. It's a full perception. It's not so much of it. It doesn't say anything about vision. It's perception. So it's supposed to like be everything that he has. I rolled a 29, man. I rolled a crit.
I rolled a 16.
Jeez. All right. So you kind of, Captain Germany, you kind of hear a muffled scream from below. Answer, you hear exactly what it is. And all of you in the castle, you hear Cora screaming out, "They're closing! I can feel the magnetic energy. The fields are starting to go back to normal. There's one left. We need to get through it, or we're stuck here." Captain Germany, all you hear is, that's all you hear. Sorry, you're kind of high up.
So Captain Germany, he removes the booklet. He's like, what are they whining about now?
Captain, you're going to Hauptmann Deutschland. You need to get through a portal to return to your time.
I destroyed these earlier, but apparently you're going to need them. Take it.
I will find you in your time. What date were you?
And please, make sure no Americans fail like the Germans did here today.
I'll try. He takes the book, and he asks him again, give me the date, and I'll find you on that date.
Captain Germany gives him the date and time. It's pretty much... I'm gonna assume it's today right now, because you said it was that, John?
Yeah. You can give him to whatever date you want.
It is currently August 16th, 2022.
And where am I finding you and the rest of your friends?
Shit.
Where was I, John? Was I in America drinking? Because I think I was in America.
Yes, you were in America drinking.
I figured, yeah.
You got hammered.
Yeah, I got hammered.
Where in America?
Well, I was in Naples, Florida. Very mellow.
That works fine. That is
very
perfect.
Nice bar there. Well, not so good. Bar Louis is okay.
If you're at Bar Louis, I'll go there. I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
All right.
So Captain Germany, he goes down.
The answer's going to return to his troops, and then he's going to find them in the future.
So I got to tell you a few things that are happening to you, Answer. Let me just... You know what? I'll work with you first.
Okay.
So here's what happens. You after the cleanup here, you decide.
Hold up.
After the
I got this. There's a big thing here. Do we destroy the whole fucking castle?
Oh, yeah, that's up to you guys. I mean, he did ask the beast to destroy it.
Before the answer leaves,
He meant Psycho Trainer. He meant Psycho Trooper.
Yeah,
but that's the funny part. There is two beasts here that can both destroy this, so I guess it means both.
Yeah. So,
am I able to get to my full size?
Yep.
All right. I use that and start destroying the castle bit by bit.
While he does that, before we leave, I make sure that the soldiers are gone. I fly through real quick.
Okay.
That there's no one left. Even if I have to turn in German soldiers in, it's better than them fucking dying inside the hallway.
Yeah, no, it pretty much got cleaned out when you guys were taking out the creatures. So you did a pretty good job there. So don't worry too much about that.
I'm focusing on about like people that are incapacitated that can't move at all, that assholes left behind, because that happens all the time.
Honestly, anybody who was incapacitated, they pretty much got eaten. So you're not going to find much more other than bits and pieces.
All right.
I like to ransack the castle and shove stuff into my magic pocket.
Okay. There's not too much left in the castle.
I'll take the bricks.
You take the bricks. That's
I take
perfectly
everything
fine.
I can.
You see Crisis go back to her human form, and she just starts shoving random bricks into her pockets and whatever else she could find in the general area.
Okay. Well, I think we answered my question. You can go back to the answer. Sorry.
Well, after Psycho Trooper Red, you said you're gonna turn into a beast and destroy this place? Yeah. How much of it do you destroy? Also keep in mind that Cora pointed out that there's one portal left, and she pointed it out where it is. It just happened to be in the same room with the rest of you. But she couldn't sense it because the big one above her, above all of you, was just so powerful. It was just sucking up all her... that's all she could feel was the one above you guys. So you do have way home.
1 second. I actually changed my actions. I realized that we probably just threw a nuke into our time.
It's kind of done.
So I'm just going to go ahead and probably, it's kind of done. Oh, well, never mind. I do what I did. Never mind.
It's all right, man. These things happen.
Gotham's gone.
Oh, well.
Fucking Star City doesn't exist anymore.
So, just really quick, this is what all of you see above you. You see a kaiju grow out of the castle, and he just starts ripping the castle to bits and pieces. The entire lab, he stepped all over it, crushed. You do know that there is a portal down there. You could see like something in one of the corners of the room, but he's going full Godzilla on this place.
I make sure that the portal is intact. I make sure that the portal's intact. And whenever he gets close to the portal, I'm like, over there.
It's an anomaly. So it's, you do know that there's a time limit on this because it is kind of closing itself.
Yeah. I'm watching the anomaly then as it gets slowly closed. Yeah. Making sure that we all leave. So
basically, you give the kaiju enough time to rip this castle to bits. You also keep him from touching the main place you guys are in, because if he crushes it, you're all going to fall, of course. After that, he changes back, and all of you can go through the portal.
Where's the girl? The other girl.
The one that was helping you?
Yes.
She's with you guys. She's exhausted. You could tell by the look on her face that this just drained her.
So while Captain Germany was waiting, he pretty much was smoking. And once everyone arrives at the portal, he's like, he points at the person that was a Wendigo. He's like, you. What was your name?
Crisis?
Like, you mean like my real name or like the name I go by?
Well, if you want me to know who you are and then find out where you live, you can tell me your real name. Do you want to tell me your title?
Like really creepy.
Yeah, that is why we have fake names. So, what do you call yourself?
Crisis? You hear Teddy in your head. Creeper.
I love Teddy.
Who?
Hannibal just kind of says something about eating him.
So, what do I call you, lady with voices in her head?
Your number is actually 5.
What?
You can call me on that.
I didn't hear you. You got muffled.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
You can call me at 555-4595.
All right. So, teen girl, thank you for your efforts. You have helped us today. And you, not Wonder Woman. Thank you. What was your name? He points at the person I just called not Wonder Woman.
She kind of, as she's grabbing the shield and spear that she was holding and dragging herself back to you guys practically, she's like, you...
Oh, she needs to be dragged?
From the way she's walking, it's like she's been in a battle for like 5 hours straight.
Yeah, Captain Germany, as little as he cares, he does help her up, like grabs her arm and carries, pretty much, wraps around him. It's like, all right, let us go. He flicks his fucking cigarette off to the oblivion.
She tells you that I've been given the name Rampage, and she keeps as you're dragging her along.
What?
Rampage.
The rampage. She didn't even rampage at all. She just stood there doing nothing.
Do you ask her why they call her Rampage?
Nah, I don't care enough.
Oh, okay.
So, by the way, right before Captain Germany goes to the port, he looks at fucking Psycho Trooper Reddy's like, you can turn into a dinosaur?
If only you knew.
Before Psycho Trooper Reddy responds, Captain Germany keeps going. He goes a little faster.
Oh, you see him transform back, and he's just walking like he's the man of the hour. If you want to do poses, Jonathan, that would be totally awesome. Just saying.
I would like to try Psycho Trooper. Like, Lizard Man, you try that crap again, and I'm gonna turn you into last season's new season's boots.
You see a puddle of water. Oh my goodness, he did
it! Oh my god.
You see a puddle of water is like scurrying around him, kind of looking at you scared, Crisis.
Oh my word, you peed your pants? That's so gross.
Oh my goodness. So
I go through the portal,
when you guys are... Alright, so all of you go through the portal, or?
I do. I didn't check if everyone else
did. Is
there a Hitler in this timeline?
Where are we going? Where does this portal
go? Cora tells you, she's like, I'm not too sure, but it's definitely not here. She's like, I think it might go home.
Captain Germany?
Oh, he already went through the portal. He does.
Yeah, no, like, I was holding the other chick, and I started hearing your conversation. And Captain Germany, being a person of impulse, doesn't realize the implications of leaving you behind. He didn't process that until he went through the portal. So, him not wanting to hear the conversation walked right through.
Portal.
All right. Cora goes through as well.
The
Crisis.
answer, is this his timeline?
Yep.
This is the answers timeline, yes.
Okay, I'd like to say goodbye to him and then walk through the portal.
I think he already left with his soldiers, though.
Fine, then. I just screamed really, really loud.
Okay, he'll probably hear it too.
You know what? Actually, if you said goodbye in a normal voice, he might hear it. He's like the Superman.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that, so I'm going to scream it anyways.
So answer
over.
you hear a faint voice screaming goodbye at you.
The Valley Girl.
Yes.
Like, bye.
Oh my goodness.
He remembers that.
All right. So all of you make it through. Answer. This is where you take over.
Ooh, here we go.
What are you going to be doing now? Because you met up with your men. Your men managed to survive. They also told you about some weird stuff that had been happening. And a lot of people screaming about werewolves for some reason. And trolls. They look confused about it. They think these people are nuts.
Oh, hold on. Okay, wait. So they're telling me about werewolves.
Yeah, they tell you, like, they give you a quick report. So they, like, answer. Oh, it's great that you came back. We have all these refugees. And they keep talking about werewolves and trolls. You see, what's going on? These people are insane.
We're going to have to fight creatures that are out of this world. We may need other heroes to fight this fight. So basically, he's going to fight World War II against werewolves and monsters and beasts.
He looks at you shocked and terrified all at the same time. He reloads his Thompson. He's like, yeah. Do we have anything else to do here?
He sees what happened to the castle. He's like, no, let's return to the front line. And basically, they're going to go back to the
all right.
I have a small question. Anyone one of those soldiers see a giant crocodile? Did any one of those soldiers see a giant crocodile smash the castle?
Yeah, everybody saw it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Everybody saw that.
Yeah.
And that's why he was asking what was going on in this castle. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. He's like, yeah, by the way, what was that giant crocodile? He's like, it appeared out of nowhere and disappeared just as fast.
So that was a friend. And you won't have to worry about seeing it ever again. I don't think so, soldier.
I'm glad. So all of you guys basically take the refugees, you head back to the front. Mm-hmm. Here's the important question. You now have with you the book that was used to create these creatures and to create the weapons and all of the equipment that was being used in this castle. What are you going to do with it?
Eat it.
He's going to take it to his fortress of solitude. And
oh my goodness, this is awesome.
Let's store it there.
Fortress of quietude.
Fortress of being aloneness. I don't know.
So,
Fortress of deep thought.
Yes, he's going to read
it. Okay. You will have to translate it, but you have plenty of time. Mm-hmm. After you translate it, you do realize that this is a copy of the personal notes for Dr. Death himself. It talks about how he was using mysticism and magic to create weaponry, adaptive weaponry to use, armors, different technology he was using to create new combat armors. It talks about how he was trying to use not only biology to create creatures, but he actually found a way to get the actual creatures and use their DNA to create more. He started with like werewolf venom and used that to create more werewolves. Then he started like splicing humans with troll DNA, and it's a whole mosh podge of one crazy experiment after another. You do read a lot in there about some of the mistakes that happened. Like some of the weapons when they were used wouldn't bond properly to the user, and they would either explode or they would the user wasn't strong enough and they would get killed. They would either be fried by the feedback or something else, or the weapon itself would take over the person. Some of the people who were being changed, you found out that not everyone can survive the process. It takes a strong person to survive it. You find out that the tech in your timeline is good, but it is not as good as tech from 20, 30, even 100 years in the future. And you start reading things about tech from the future that was being used in this castle. There are vague references to a time traveler who was helping the doctor, as well as a psychic who was helping to control some of the beasts and rein in the people. You find out that he also writes in these journals how he's trying to figure out how their powers work, and he's kind of getting there and understanding. There's countermeasures for you in particular. You can also tell he's kind of obsessed with you. He like something about you. He wants it badly, which is why he created the rebuttal.
Time traveler, not Dr. Death.
Irredeemable.
Yes, he is irredeemable. This is all Dr. Death.
Okay.
Uncle will get it.
Oh, okay. Do you look more into the time traveler?
No. I read all of it. I read every single bit of it. He's got plenty of time to read it too. It takes his time.
Oh yeah. There are hints in there as to other locations that other labs he has. There are some notes. He doesn't use names per se. He just makes the vague references to his other allies, the time traveler, the mind controller. The chapter on the rebuttal is interesting because he's trying to mimic your powers in a normal human. He said the tank commander was was one of the few people he could do it with, and he was programming him for one thing and one thing only: to kill you and drag you back to the doctor, because the doctor has all these plans on how he's going to use you to make himself an ultimate race better than that of what Hitler himself wanted. And he's also going to turn himself into a god.
Sounds good.
Could have eaten Hitler. I wasted my chance. I could have eaten Hitler.
Yeah, actually, he probably would have given you a stomach ache, but he was too far out. You were in a totally different area. You also know that he was using Hitler and his entire army just to do these experiments. He would toss them like some equipment here and there to keep them happy, but for the most part, he didn't tell them anything. He just used them for all their money and tech.
Okay. So this is all knowledge.
You have any questions?
This is all knowledge. I'm going to write a letter to Captain Germany and have it postmarked to the date before the day he gave me. So, and it's going to have a summary of most of this stuff. So That's probably why he got drunk. So it should arrive the day he gets back. So.
All right. To the day he gets back.
And then I plan on meeting him on that day, hovering over the bar.
Okay. Well, you go there on the day that it happened. You kind of got held up because around this time was the same time that the shockwave energy started giving everyone superpowers. So you got held up helping people. By the time you get there, you see Captain Germany, Cora, and Puddle Boy all going into a portal, into one of the time space distortions, and a mailman driving into the general area, jumping out of his mail van and trying to rush over to Captain Germany, who just disappeared. Your letter got there just as they disappeared.
Yes, it should happen.
You also notice, by the way, in a shop nearby was the what you know as the Russian Shadow. This big dude walks out of a shop that's got magic written above it. It's like the wonderful store of magic, it's called. He walks out. He notices everything going on, and it's like he already knows what's happening. So he immediately tries to go back into the shop and disappears.
Okay.
Now, what do you do? Do you wait for everybody to show up again, or?
I'm gonna wait for him to show up first.
Okay. Well, you wait. You try to help out as much as possible. They don't show. A day goes by, they're not there. If you go back to the shop that the Russian Shadow went into. Oh, actually, do you do anything around those shops or stores?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the Russian shop and I'm gonna go talk to this guy.
Okay. So you go into the shop and it's not a guy in there, it's a girl.
Okay.
She realized that she looks scared. She has wings, and she's kind of freaking out over the wings. She looks at you. Tears start streaming from her eyes, and she runs over. Answer! Oh, thank goodness! What's going on? This is stuff you only read about in cataclysmic destructions. I don't know what to do. My best pupil just disappeared.
He's like, well, friends of mine have disappeared as well. And I think it's all connected somehow, some way.
She's like, I don't know what to do with these wings. And her wings on occasion, like, they open up and they knock over a fixture full of
first of all, fold
statues and
fold them and go outside. That's the first thing.
She's holding her wings. She's like, I can't control these things.
I'll try to help you. So he focuses on trying to help this kid learn how to fly.
She's not a kid. She's an adult, but she's in a full-blown panic.
He's like fucking 100 years old.
Oh, yeah. Fair point. So she tells you she does know of things like this happening. These kinds of time-space distortions, she's just rattling all this off as she's trying to drink tea, and her hand is rattling the glass on the little coaster. She's like, this stuff has to be done, but the power needed to do this is immense. She's like, it takes 2 to 3 covens just to open one half of the size of what took my student. And she's, I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'm gonna find him. I don't. That thing sucked up my back room.
Let's go see your back room. So he goes over to the back room.
The whole back room is gone.
He uses his awareness. It's like, does he notice anything, like any way to reopen the portal, or
you can guess from everything you've seen so far. You can guess that a distortion did open up in this area. Roll perception. And I think you add awareness into the perception anyway, but you're pretty good with that, Aaron.
19.
You notice a button on the floor.
Picks up the button.
It's the button off a German uniform from your era, from World War II. And it looks brand new.
Okay. Somebody's here. So he flies straight up and looks around.
You don't see anything else.
He goes back to the girl, shows the button. Do you know what this is?
No. I didn't see anybody. No one was here. My back room was... It's closed off from the public. There's only one way in and out. That's where I store all my most important books on magic. Why is that even here?
Magic. Your most important books on magic. You
Well, I run a magic shop. She's like, yeah. Why is that so weird? It's a magic shop?
What kind of magic do you study?
She's like, I can do a lot. I can do illusions. She snaps her fingers, and you see an illusion of a cockatrice standing right next to her. She's like, I can. Ooh, this is a really fun spell. And you see, when you ask her to do magic, she stops thinking about everything else. She's like, she casts this one spell, and she shoots what looks like glue at one of the walls. She's like, it's so great if you need to like close up a door really fast. She's like, check this out. She grabs a cup, she throws it at the glue, and it gets stuck there.
Okay.
She's like, most of the magic I do is just base stuff. It's like, I've never needed it for anything really. I'm not like one of those crazy wizards or sorceresses who go off defending the universe. She's like, I'm a shopkeeper.
A shopkeeper. I need to open a portal so my friends can come through. Or I need to at least find out where the hell they went. I think my friends went through your portal, or vice versa.
Why? So she walks over. She picks up the phone. She kind of like starts calling people. And you hear her for like an hour calling people and trying to calm them down, letting them know the answer is there, and they start freaking out because they want autographs, a whole 9 yards. So a week after, she actually gets her whole coven together, and they start trying to find your friends. It doesn't go so well. They try scrying for them. The pendulum doesn't move. They tried divination. Wasn't really working. They keep getting like random. The divinations keep coming up with that they're in the same place, but not in that place.
Finally, a reflection? I don't think scrying has anything to do with a pendulum.
Sorry, I was thinking of when they use the pendulums to try to find somebody on a map, or when they're just doing everything they can to try to find out. Sorry, I don't know much about magic other than Fireball, which is the best spell ever. I don't want to hear from any of you.
Other than the spell that causes a maelstrom.
That's like, all right, that is an I'm about to fucking die kind of spell. Moving on. Okay, so basically what happens is they end up calling a sorceress who comes in. She takes all the information that they gave her, and she's like, "Yeah, I can find them easy." She's like, "You go right outside." She takes you outside. She's like, "Come back to this spot in." She looks at her watch, pulls out her phone, does a little calculation. Come back in a month. They got themselves lost, so they'll be here soon. She clicks. She's like, she clicks her phone off. She puts it in her pocket. She's like, "These things, you need higher level people for this. They're unfortunately not on the same level. Don't tell them I said that." She walks back into the shop and disappears.
Okay,
So-
I gotta find high-level wizards then to bring these guys back.
Well, she told you exactly where they're going to end up. Just you have to wait a month.
Okay. You wait a
So
month.
you were in the right spot, but you got there too early.
All right, he goes back to saving the world for a month.
Pretty much.
John,
So for the rest
I gotta
of
walk
you,
the doggos.
yeah, no, this is where I'm going to end it.
Okay.
So all of you come through the portal. It's a totally different time, and the answer's just standing there waiting for you. He's like, it's been a month, right? All right, you should say it actually, not me.
Yes, let the answer speak.
It's been 60 years in a month.
Captain Jeremy still holding the other lady. He's like, yeah. I bet you have some stories, don't you? Welcome to Naples, Florida.
We're gonna end it there for now. Oh my goodness!
Superhero team based in Naples, Florida. That's hilarious. I'm gonna stop the recording and upload it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.